thermometer right here. It's a little frosty. I'll leave this right here on top of it. Okay, so there you have it. It's much colder than the... Hello y'all, welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be unboxing the Tlyard Glacier Y. This product right here is a rear trunk sidewell fridge. So it sits flush in this little corner cubby that's on the left side right there. Now this fridge was given to me by the company Tlyard. And if you use the discount code TESLY, which is TESLY, you'll be able to get a percentage off of this product. I'm going to put it on the screen. From the reviews that I've seen about this, it's definitely worth it if you're the type of person that likes bringing food with you to work, and if your workplace doesn't have a fridge, you can just go ahead and store it in here. Say you want to go on long road trips, or you're the type of person that does a lot of road trips, this item is very helpful. Let's get into this unboxing. So as you can see, it comes in a very nice package. And just like that, it's open. These are all the different types of food that you can put in here. And here are the instructions for installation that comes inside the box. As you can see, it comes with a lot of foam. Here is the first part, and then second part coming right out right here. And it also has the trays that it comes with. I think these are the latches that help put on the top of the fridge together. And then this will be the user manual. Towel to clean if you need it. And this is a tray right here. I believe that this right here is the bottom part of the fridge, and I am correct. This is how deep it goes. This right here is the top part of the fridge. The way that this is going to be powered on is that it has this cigarette lighter, and what you do is you bring it over and it goes right inside, and there you have it. And as you can see from the back, you need this to line up, so you push it in. These are the pieces that come with it. And what this is going to do, it's going to go sit in between the two separate units, as you can see, and it's going to help them attach to each other. And then this will go and sit on top of it to keep these covered. There you go. We're going to get this top part connected to the cigarette lighter so it's plugged in. And as you can see, the light has turned on in there. You kind of have to do a little bit of adjusting of the top part with the bottom part for the holes to line up so you can connect the top piece and the bottom piece. But after doing that, they are latched in place. That goes and sits right there. So in order to turn on the unit once it's plugged in, you will hold down this screen. I'm going to make it the coldest that you can possibly make it, which is showing up as low. So it's after -6 Celsius. And just like that, we have started it. I'm going to start a timer to show how long it takes from this 34 Celsius all the way to past -6 Celsius. I can tell that there is air being sucked into here. Now, while it's doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the remainder of what comes inside the box. It's a Tlyard towel. I'm gonna get my handprints off of this lid right here. Okay. And it's a little watery in here. It's actually frosting up, so it has definitely cooled down in here. So let me bring this close for you guys. But as you can see, it has frosted up in here. Currently 101 degrees Fahrenheit in the garage. That is the conditions that this refrigerator is working with. Now, something that I did to speed this up was I turned on the AC of my car. And what that did was it helped bring in cool air from the front to the back. If you come a little bit close, I think you guys can hear the fan. It took from 4:38 all the way to 5:10 p.m. to cool down to the desired temperature. Let's see how many water bottles are going to fit in here. Got our water bottles. So we're gonna count it up. We have one going in. I'm gonna lay it on its side. One in. We got another one going in. Two. We got 3. We got 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, we got 9, we got 10, 11, and then 12, 13, 13. So 13 of these water bottles fit in here. Now, each one of these water bottles, around 17 ounces, which equates to 500 milliliters. If we do the math, I fit 13 of these in there. So that's how many water bottles you can fit in. Bottom tray goes in there. And then here goes the middle tray. So the middle tray sits on top. As you can see, there's space in between them. This one is the top one. It sits like this, I believe. This is Chipotle chicken. What you do is you open this up and you put it at the top, and then you got your Chobani yogurt, and then it goes and sits right there, and all you do, close it. I'm going to show you guys how to connect it to your Bluetooth and download this. Quickly installed. It is still on because we went ahead and turned on the accessory setting. Let me show you guys that real quick. To make sure your fridge doesn't turn off, you come over here, you search accessory, and you make sure to enable this. And as you can see, it says power remains active after exit, and it lets you know your vehicle consumes additional energy with this on. Now, one thing to note is to make sure that your car has enough battery. The reason why I say that is because once it hits 20%, I believe that's when the low power mode turns off. So that will essentially turn off this accessory mode. Make sure that whenever you drive your car, it's at a reasonable charge when you're expecting to use your fridge. Here we're going to say add device. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. You just hold it down, activate the Bluetooth, and there you have it. It found a refrigerator. We're going to go ahead and click it. From the app, you can see the temperature, which is 18 Celsius, and it shows you how much power it's pulling from your car. And it is currently in the refrigerate setting. So if you want it to get super cold, you just go ahead and you say colder. And what that's going to do is it's going to set it up as low. Low goes all the way past -6 Celsius. If you want it to be in eco mode, you put it on eco mode, and this is the temperature that it stays at. Now what I can do is I can put it on eco mode and keep bringing down the temperature. And as you see right there, it's adjusting it as well. And then from here, I can also power it off. From last night until now, my refrigerator has been left on. So that's about like 10 to 11 hours. And in that time, it has gone from 59% down to 56%. So a 3% decrease while this was on all night. I want you guys to know that I put it on the lowest setting. And the reason I did that, I wanted to see this at its max performance to see how much energy it would drain and how cold the water bottle would be at the top. Now let's take out the water bottle, see how many degrees it is. It's showing up as 91 Fahrenheit in the garage. So the water is cold from touch. Let me put the camera down. The water is cold to touch, and as you see, it is a little frosty. We're going to leave this right here on top of it. Okay, so there you have it. The number that we're looking at is 34.4 Fahrenheit, and it's jumping between 34.4 to 34.5. So this checks out, and I hope it shows you guys that this actually does work. Something I would recommend is that if you're going to use this, honestly, I would always use this setting. It's going to help keep your things cool. Now, I haven't run tests on the warmer temperatures. Based off of the lowest Celsius that I can set it to, it did a great job keeping the water cold at a reasonable temperature. Something that I also want you guys to know about this product is that the top part is the part where your items that you put in there cool down the fastest. The cold air is supposed to sink to the bottom. If I were you, and if I were purchasing this, I would leave the things that I want to be cold, like perishables, at the top, just to be safe. Be safe to make sure that it's getting that cooling from up here where it's next to. I would definitely be using this on road trips or if I needed anywhere I go. From what I've seen, it makes the most sense to leave this on if you're anticipating that the next day you're going to need to use it. But if you sporadically want to use it, I don't know if it is as efficient in keeping your things cool. So it's good to know that you're going to use this and turn it on like 8 hours before you start your endeavors. Therefore, you know that it has reached that desired temperature and has sat there for a reasonable amount of time for the whole thing to cool down. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I made it in my garage that feels like a sauna right now. I hope I was able to answer all of y'all's questions. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below and I will reply to y'all's questions. Hopefully soon they come out with a Tesla FSD software update so that I can go on more self-driving trips and show it to you guys. Once again, make sure to visit Telyard. The link is in the description down below, or you can find it in the comment section, and use the discount code TESLY, which is TESLY. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the video. Thank you for watching.